He'll cut himself here in a bit, like I said, and then we'll just we'll do it in blood.
Need some blood?
Whose anus? Sometimes you get PB blaster or whatever, but you just want to clean it up a little bit. This is not bad.
Please watch your eyes, Devin.
How do you watch your eyes?
Because you look how big they are. Your eyes cover a lot.
Ready?
You ready? Oh, you got it backwards.
Yeah, no, I was just seeing if you knew what was happening.
No, I'm joking. That was right. I'm just testing you to test what you know. We just found out.
No, that's ridiculous.
Now probably some manor bolts are needed.
We don't need no stinking bolts.
We don't need no stinking bolts.
Contract that.
Hook it off.
I got a funny story about that. So you have, while you're doing this, like at tire shops and auto shops, you got your basic techs, the guys that change oil and tires and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got higher level techs, the guys that can do up to brakes and stuff like that. Then you got master techs, they do everything. Now typically, when an oil changer has a car up in the air, draining the oil and taking the filter out and everything, a master tech will come and do a circle around it.
Yeah.
And just to see what the problems are. And this one kid, he was kind of a hothead. He wasn't kind of a hothead, he was a hothead. And he was pissed off because a customer, what was it? It was a simple thing. Like he was like, oh, I noticed this wasn't done. So I went and I told the kid. He's like, he got all upset about it. He's like, there, that wasn't so hard. He's all upset about it. And I'm like, you know what, dude? It's like, just do your job. And I heard that master tech say to him, before you move that truck, pump the brakes, because he had retracted the caliper to check the brakes and the properly. And of course, you know, he was hot-headed, didn't listen, throws the truck in reverse. This is a Ford, like, F350, huge. No, I'm sorry. It was a Toyota Tundra, big V8.
That's what I have.
So he goes to back it up, and there's a car on an alignment rack. Guess what? No brakes. And he's about to hit it. He's like, oh my God, puts it in drive, going forward, still no brakes. And then the what's called the shop foreman or whatever, he sits at a high desk, and this thing just rolls into him and crushes him between the desk and the truck. And then, so the place freaks out. 8 people pushing on it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Push all you want.
Yeah.
He backs up, and then the dude's now wedged. He's trying to get out from the desk, and he puts it in drive. Now he almost hits the car again, puts it in drive, hits the guy again. Twice he crushes this guy. And I'm like, he's dead.
He really didn't like that.
He's fucking dead. And then we get that all done, and dude, this guy's name was Mark. He pulled his shirt up, and he was just black and blue. He is lucky he didn't crush that guy.
No shit.
And then, of course, after that, you had to do an accident report, send the dude for a drug test.
Reminds me of those guys pulling their boats out of the harbor and too much reverse, and they're like, oh shit, forward too much, oh shit, back into reverse.
But to crush a guy twice in one go?
Yeah. That's usually how it is. They just ping pong on boats until they're lined up and then they leave.
And you've destroyed the marina.
Right.
All right, I got it back.
There you go.
Can you check the, see if it's overflowing up there, the brake fluid?
You can see all those old school guys when they do it just with their bare finger. You're like, okay, you know what?
Yeah. I used to.
Then I see him eating a sandwich. Didn't even wash his hands.
Oh yeah,
it's all over the bread.
The same guy that crushed a dude twice, his hands would be solid black. And he's just like eating a white bread. He's like, hey, my girlfriend made this. And you can see his fingerprints all over the sandwich. I'm like,
black fingerprints.
Did you? Okay, bro.
That reminds my uncle.
It's got a weird taste to it always, but I don't say nothing.
My grandfather and my uncle owned the garbage business in our town.
Oh, jeez.
And they fixed everything. They had no mechanics. It was one of these.
Yeah.
You know, these poor guys are up till like 9, 10 o'clock at night making sure the trucks are ready to roll the next morning.
Yeah.
And I'd go in there watching them, and my uncle's hands would be black.
Yeah.
And like his kids would bring subs and stuff.
Yeah, I
remember as a kid just looking at it like, holy.
Not even a rinse, huh?
Like, I don't have time to wash my hands.
Yes, you fucking do.
I gotta get this truck rolling.
They'd have that lava soap and that stuff.
We'd go through that. It's called Cherry Bomb. And it's like
there's a bunch of different brands,
sand in it, which is great stuff. Do you want to test it before you put the whole other one on there? Make sure we got this one on there right?
Probably. Take it for a little spin.
Yeah.
And it's at a girl's house. And friends of mine from my college came to visit. I brought them with me. And we were hammered. And I had a little Chevy Chevette.
I had a
those are like, they're indestructible, right?
Yeah.
So, it's freaking 2 o'clock in the morning, got to go home. And I get in the car and I put it in drive, it's not going anywhere. I'm like, what the hell? Put it in reverse, not going anywhere. I'm buzzing. I'm grinding it,
fucking
hitting the gas. I get out, and my buddies had stacked a whole bunch of stuff behind my tires, so I couldn't move. I think they thought I was so damn drunk that they didn't want me driving.
Fuck that.
Oh man, it wasn't a good scene, man. I grabbed that, and I threw that shit up in the woods. I run down by.
South Park, shirt off. Thought it was America. It's America. See you, Frank. Frisbee golf with this thing.
Catching your teeth, pussy. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Ouch, you motherfucker.
I told you you'd start
It had
bleeding.
to happen at one point.
Knuckle busters.
Now we don't need that pin, huh?
Happens
That's not
enough.
everything in blood.
You get so used to that stuff.
What, blood?
Banging your knuckle.
Oh, yeah.
Just anticipate it.
Yeah, I do weed whacking with shorts on. You just get used to the shit smacking into you. I prefer it.
I run it in my shins to toughen up.
Sometimes I weed whack gravel. Just for the fuck of it.
Get barefoot.
I have to point out, there's like some new porno channels where people get stuck under stuff. And people are like, might as well hit it.
Get stuck under it.
Yeah. I look it up, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how I came across this. I think somebody showed me.
That's probably how.
But it's like some chick is cleaning under a bed. She's
Sure.
like, I'm stuck. I can't get out. And the dude's like,
You're fucked.
She
yeah,
clearly wants
That's how
sex.
we do it up here.
Like, yeah, it's my aunt, but you know.
That's on her for getting stuck.
Sure is.
Am I making it worse?
No.
Are those church bells? Let me see it.
Moving back and forth. Give it a left and a right. There you go. That was it.
Oh, he's such a man. A manly man.
I wasn't kidding, man. I seen Master Tex go, fuck this.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Blue sky. Are you looking at that? What I was looking at? Is that a bug or a bird? Right? That thing was huge.
Beetles, man, they're freaking huge. Oh, looks like a dragon.
I thought it was cicadas.
It's like a dragonfly up there, but
That is not a dragonfly.
dragons are big.
Yes. Yeah, you're right, Brian. They are. But I thought this was like the time when all the crazy cicadas are coming out.
That's every year.
No, not
Every year
cicadas.
they got some news story about the new cicadas.
The 17-year cicadas mixed
Oh, there's
with
17, 13, 6, 9. There's 4-year cicadas.
Trying
You
to
got
drink
your
coconut
annuals.
water.
You got your semi-annuals. You got your perennials.
I thought this year was supposed to be
Quarterly cicadas.
a mix of the 7-year
Get your-
and the 17-year cicadas all coming out at the same time.
Oh, like the perfect storm, like that movie with the waves. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, you should have said that. I know exactly what you're talking.
You should have seen last year.
I like your sense of humor, but I've never worked with someone that makes the job worse, minute by minute.
I get a call at work last year. They're like, hey, your wife's on the phone. It's pretty something serious. I'm like, okay. Middle of work. I'm like, what's the matter? She's like, you need to come home soon. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, something seriously wrong with our house. So I get here,
The whole house, huh?
and there's like a million of these giant cicada bugs flying all over the yard. You hear tick, 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 tick against the house constantly. And she goes, look at the neighbors. Not a single bug in anybody else's yard. She was like, what the hell is going on here?
You're like, you know what, honey? I set that up.
She's like, we're cursed. Like, we're always thinking there's something always going wrong. So I kill a couple of them. I take them to this guy who knows everything. And they're June bugs.
Oh, those bitches
They look
swarm.
They look
They're
like
harmless.
giant Japanese beetles are green.
Yeah, and they got the.
But she's right. I mean, like, how come I drove down?
But aren't June bugs, mayflies, same thing?
I guess. And they're big suckers.
June, May.
But what they do?
Oh, and they swarm.
They're larvae. They eat your roots of your grass. He goes, go check the brown spots in your yard. I go over, and the grass literally comes right out of the ground. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah,
Chemical warfare.
I'm like, you little mother effers. So what happened is he said, your neighbors are probably spraying chemicals, have a lawn service, and you don't.
Yeah.
So that's why we were the only ones.
You spend an absorbent amount of time painting the bugs to look like acorns to train the squirrels to eat them all.
Did you hear that?
No.
Genius. You have to, it takes a while, but you paint the dead bugs to make them look like acorns, then the squirrels will come and eat them.
Oh.
I shouldn't have said that.
Or use them for bait.
For the squirrels. That's what we said. Then you got a squirrel problem.
Let it slide.
And you gotta invest in cats. Or air rifles.
See I've smoked like 30 squirrels already.
How'd that shed project come out?
Actually came out good, man.
My axe and hatchet were in your car last I checked.
Yeah, that's in there. I had
You got
from
other
helping
stuff?
them with the shed.
Yeah.
I've got my good carpenter hammer, just from around the outside. He's got my tamper. He's got.
You got your carpenter.
Well, that guy, he can take anything. He's only 4'2", and he just stays in the shed. The guy doesn't even need water
Plenty of shade in
for
the
like
shed.
a month. Yeah, it's like an oven in there, but he's like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
We gave him a little nest to lay on. Because he gets sweaty, you know.
That's
and
an
he stinks,
interesting.
too.
It's an interesting accent. What kind of accent is that?
I don't know.
Leprechaun, maybe.
Nope.
Gnome.
Maybe.
4'11". That's bigger than a gnome. Dwarf.
I said he's 4'2".
Talking about a dwarf. Not a little person.
So I don't
that
want
would
to
be.
offend people, man.
That would be offensive. So.
I don't want to offend anybody. He's probably a Mexican immigrant, and he's in
We've
there.
never asked him.
And he
I've
works.
certainly never seen him.
Yeah. I mean, we slide stuff under the door for him all the time.
I mean, you're so tall, you've probably never seen him either. He just
Yeah, he just knocks into my knees.
finished
every
wood
now and
products
then.
just fly up from
And
underneath.
sometimes you just hold him by the head while I'm trying to think about something. I'm like, shh.
Carpenter, shh.
Yeah.
Carpenter.
Trying to figure out measurements here, man. Okay, aye. Thump, 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 thump.
Yeah, that's not Spanish.
It's not, and he runs off fast, like quick.
Yeah.
Very good, Devin.
Hey man, that's another good that's a boot camp story. In Paris Island, they do these outdoor classrooms all the time. So you just left hand, left knee, right hand, right knee. You're sitting Indian style, listening.
Yep.
And then you drive the bayonet into his neck. Hey, this guy's not paying attention. Okay. And it's 100 young dudes, right? So a plane flies over, and this guy's talking about, I don't know, stomping on people or whatever it is.
Right.
And so everybody goes, they look up, and he's like, okay. Everybody look at me right now. Everyone go like this. So you got 100 recruits going like this. Now go like this. Now say plane. We all got it out of our system now? And I was like, I feel like the dumbest fucking piece of shit on the planet. Just because I'm a natural human, I went, what's that?
Yeah.
And it took away from him trying to explain how you stomp on people's faces when you get them down. Very
Because
important.
you'd rather look at that than pay attention to him. That's what he's
Plane.
When the
But I
time
mean,
comes.
the amount of time he took was the joke in and of itself.
Yeah.
Everybody go like this. Look up. I really didn't know what he was getting at
One
for
long-
a second. I'm like, what are we doing?
One long setup to
Is
make
this part of
you,
the class, sir?
make you feel stupid.
Of course. Well, and also, I never did that again.
Yeah.
Then he goes, now say plane. It made sense, man. It's very effective.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, yes, I did. I won't do that again. What in the fuck? Oh, yeah. Brake pads.
What the hell are these things?
I love doing that shit to people that like, I thought, kidding, man.
Oh, shit. If I had someone helping me, it'd be a lot
All right.
easier.
God
Oh,
damn
hey,
it.
how are you doing? Glad you came over.
You busy?
No, he
push that
he
little
doesn't
clip
want to
in.
ask for help. Hang on, man. There we go.
Doesn't mean you're not supposed to help.
You don't remember because you were in a rage.
I'm about to. I'm about to.
I'm about to get mad.
All right. I guess we're good.
Let's throw it on. I did see it tweak.
Oh shit!
What
This
happened?
thing just fell off. The back of the pad just came off. How's that possible?
Well, it doesn't really do much. Fuck you smiling at? You ever seen a street fight, George?
Am I going to see one now?
Oh yeah.
I like to see one. Neighbors would.
I like his response immediately.
It's gonna be
He
very.
goes,
Let me get
am
some.
I going to see one now?
We'll get some tickets. Get the neighbors out here. Get some lawn chairs.
Oh, the neighbors will be here.
Yeah. I've already insulted all of them.
It's gonna be very one-sided. Because I'm not gonna stand here and do nothing
You
but
want a
fight.
piece of
Why do
me?
you think I leave the tip of my wiener hanging?
You want a piece of this? How can the other one be going so easy and this one's... Do I have the wrong bolt or something?
I don't know, buddy.
I bet you I do.
Scooterman come around here? Any Scootermans? There's a Scooterman named Timmy.
We have a neighborhood kid named Timmy.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, we had a house back here for about a year.
Oh, so you do know the legend
Brian's
of
from
Timmy.
the area.
Oh yeah, Timmy found us real quick. Timmy was walking around when we first moved.
You don't know who Timmy... You know Timmy, right? You
No.
lived here. The little
I
kid
lived
that-
here for 10 years.
He was just on the other side of Timmy. Timmy's 6'2".
I thought we were talking about South Park.
He's like the mayor of Pleasant Valley, walking around, talk to everybody.
Oh yeah.
You could be in your garage, and you'd be in your garage, and you hear something talking, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And he was a weatherman. He would call up Topper, all these guys, and they had to ban him. They had to have him,
I figured.
he'd call him every day about the weather.
I remember a guy I threatened with a big knife like that once.
No,
Maybe
Timmy
that's why he
was
didn't
like-
come around my house that often.
That would work.
it's going to be a bad winter. It's going to be a bad one.
Oh, that's Timmy.
Topper.
That's Timmy to a T.
I'm telling you.
There was a teenager that lived down by
He
us.
just walked around, man, told the weather.
And he was friends with Timmy. I guess Timmy employed him to mow lawns
Well, I'm just about to tell that, yeah.
at one point, and so when we first moved in, he must have been leaving from harassing this kid
Everyone
whose
else.
name is Jimmy, right? So Timmy would come by.
Timmy.
Timmy would come by and visit Jimmy. He must have been leaving Jimmy's place. We were pulling in. I'm brand new. Like Mel bought that house before I even looked in it.
Yeah,
like I didn't even know where. So I'm waving to people, right?
That's
like
another.
like better start being friendly.
Yeah.
And so I waved to this guy, and he locks eyes with you, like, and that was it. Like Timmy came back to figure out who I was and who his new friend was, and
Yeah, when you talk to Timmy, it's like a relationship has been formed. And
Oh,
he'll knock on
I'm
the
out
door.
immediately.
yeah.
Like he got to know my kids. Like, hey, where are they? What are they doing?
Yeah.
You know,
None of your
check-
business.
check all the
This is
windows.
a real
cool with it,
pistol.
right? Some people are like, hey, that's Timmy. Some guys are like, this is getting kind of creepy, or I'm tired of this guy
Yeah.
coming to my house all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I bought a can for my 45 just so I can blow them away without the fucking neighbors hearing.
Yeah, I think that's why Mel moved, because of Timmy.
Well, Timmy moved out of
Well-
the neighborhood. We haven't seen him in probably
Oh, really?
almost a year.
Oh, wow.
So I've been meaning to tell you about that.
Tough rocks for Timmy.
I had to deal with Timmy.
Yeah.